Is the real estate market about to collapse? Or have we finally settled into a new normal? Stay tuned because I'm breaking it all down in this edition of my Chatsworth Market Update. And you're going to want to stay and watch until the end. If you don't, you'll miss my final thoughts on what the data is really telling us about the future of home values right here in the North Valley. Hey everyone, I'm Frank Spencer, Mr. Chatsworth, serving Chatsworth, Porter Ranch, and of course the surrounding areas. All the numbers I'm sharing with you today come from Altos Research, one of the most respected real estate data platforms in the country. Now let's take a look at where the market stands and where we think it might be headed. First up, the Market Action Index, or MAI. Chatsworth currently sits at 37. And to code that, below 30 is a buyer's market, above 30 is a seller's market, and at 37, sellers have a slight edge, but not by much. And as competition increases, sellers who win are the ones who strategically position their homes and lean into the negotiation a little bit. Now let's talk a little bit about the median list price, which is currently at $1.5 million. And that's down from a 2024 peak of just over $1.8 million. But since January 2025, pricing has been remarkably stable. It's a strong signal that we may have reached market equilibrium. Another metric we like to look at is average day on market. How long is it taking to sell the home? And right now the average home in Chatsworth is taking about 90 days to sell. That timeline has held steady for over the past year, once again indicating a balanced, normalized market. Sellers, you need to prepare for a longer runway, and buyers, use this time wisely, but don't overplay your hand. Next up, let's talk about price decreases and relistings. And here's a stat that really matters. 38% of all listings have had at least one price reduction, and 13 have had to relist, either with their current agent, their first agent, or with another brokerage. That means that half of all active sellers are reevaluating their strategy just to get offers on the table. In this market, putting it on the market is not enough. Strategic pricing and a strong presentation, that's the secret sauce. Up next, inventory levels. And currently Chatsworth has 74 active listings. It's higher than last July, but it's within the normal historical range. So while supply has increased, we're not seeing a glut, and that opens the door for a potential market rebound, especially if buyer activity remains steady and we finally get that rate reduction, interest rate reduction that we've been expecting out of the Fed. If that happens, when that happens, all bets are off. Now let's break down the market by price segment. We'll start with the entry level this time. Entry level home is going to cost you about $850,000. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,700 square foot home, probably about 64 years old. Average day on market for that home is going to be about 70 days. That mid-range, lower second-tier quartile is going to be about $1.3 million. 4-bed, 3-bath, 2,400 square foot, up to 50 years old. And average day on market for that right now, pretty healthy. 42 days Bang the gong. That's not bad at all. That upper mid or third quartile, 1.75 million, 5-bedroom, 4-bath, 3,700 square feet, and it's on a quarter to a half acre, and it's only taking about 56 days to sell. Guys, these are not bad numbers. There are parts in the South where you don't sell your home in 200-300 days. So embrace the new norm. It's not bad. Now let's talk about the luxury market. 5-bed, 5-bath on a half acre to an acre lot, and it won't be older than right about 28 years old. That market's starting to take 120 days to sell. Not unusual. Typically, we see a cooling of the luxury market first as move-up buyers move into that second tier or second quartile of homes, rather than bite the bullet and move into luxury. These numbers tell a clear story. The higher the price, the longer the timeline. And each segment is behaving just a little bit differently. So, is the market collapsing? Not at all. What we're seeing is a corrected, stable, and competitive market where strategy matters no matter what side of the transaction you're on, more than ever. Sellers, yes. You still have some leverage, but the days of name your price and it sells, those days are long gone. And if you're listing in this market, you need to be sharp, flexible, and ready to work toward a win-win with today's buyers. I'm Frank Spencer, Mr. Chatsworth, and I want to thank you for tuning into this month's Chatsworth Market Update. If you're curious about your home's value, or you're thinking of buying or selling this year, let's connect. We'll put the links in the description below. And again, I'm going to ask you to like, comment, and subscribe for more market insights and real-world advice. And I'll see you around the neighborhood.